Well, here comes another video from yours truly. Do you all realize how long ago it was that the FBI murdered Lavoy Finicum? Do you realize it'll be 10 years this coming winter in January? 10 years. What's going on? Why are these guys being honored right now, the FBI? That's weird. You know, I had some really deep concerns that I expressed to a few people about going after the illegals, the immigrants in this country. And the idea from the Trump administration, if you recall, was we're going to get the bad guys first. We're going to get the bad guys first. Okay, I can go along with that. And then after that, we're going to go after the people who have been living off the government dole. The people who have been committing Social Security fraud and things like that. They're rounding up good people. There was just a very recent one that I saw this morning, as a matter of going the wrong way. That I saw this morning, as a matter of fact, a gal from Utah State. She's going to college. She's on that program that had been around for a long time. I forget the name of it, where you can come into this country, get a green card and go to college. And she hasn't done a damn. She's done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. She got picked up by the police. How many times I got to tell you, tyranny cannot exist without law enforcement? Well, it turns out that she's totally legal, and she's been in jail for a week now. What is going on? How can this be up to the discretion of anybody? A police officer especially, because they're always trying. So many of them are trying to make a name for themselves, and I want to make something perfectly clear. The police, the sheriffs where I live, I got a lot of respect for them. I think they're very good people. It's a teeny town, though. It's a little town. What do you expect? They haven't been corrupted by the big city and all that goes along with that. There's something going on, though, and I'm starting to think this whole thing with rounding up illegals, is going to transition into something else. It might transition to something else. And I'm trying to make a connection between what happened in the Malheur Refuge and the Bundy standoff, for that matter, and the execution and murder of Lavoy Finicum. And they tried so hard to prosecute everybody, and they lost in the courts. I'm trying to make a connection to that. And maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree. But a connection to that, the Malheur Refuge, the Bundy standoff, and what's going on in rounding up these illegals. Could they transition to the point and say anybody that has gone against the United States government in any shape or fashion is un-American, and you got to be shipped out? Now, that's probably a stretch, but I want you to think about something. Why in the world, 10 years, almost 10 years after the fact, let's say going into September, halfway through August, September, October, November, December, January. So it's over 9.5 years since Lavoy was murdered. And you're going to bring these guys up, make heroes out of them? You're going to give them medals, and it's going to be all over the news? That doesn't make sense to me. Are you trying to give the FBI some kudos in general for whatever they've been doing in the past because of what you're going to have them do in the future? Think about it. This is really bizarre stuff. Almost 10 years later, they honor these men. They're trying to paint the FBI in a better light. Why? Kash Patel, I'll guarantee he knows the story. Or did he just go, hey, you guys, guess what? I really like you guys, what you did at Malheur Refuge. Let's make heroes out of you. You know damn well he's read all the information, all the reports of what took place in Malheur Refuge. He knows damn well Joseph Assis Rita was tried in court. He knows all that stuff. But here he goes, trying to make a hero out of those guys, and by connection, the hero out of the FBI, who's doing a lot of shit work right now, and rounding up good people, destroying their lives. Do you realize a lot of these people they've rounded up are young people, and their parents never became citizens, but they're good parents were good, hardworking people, and these young people were born in this country. And as far as they know, they're Americans. As far as they know, they're Americans. They're, you know, they go to college, they have jobs, they're not breaking any laws, and you're going to round them up and ship them to a country that is totally foreign to them? And what will happen to them when they get there? They have no protections. And don't get me started on the Palestinians and what's, you know, what, $2.1 million? 2.1 million people, a population of 2.1 million. They're all marked for death because Netanyahu called them Amalekites. Did you know he called Americans Amalekites too? Did you know Netanyahu's got looking at the greater Israel, taking over Jordan, Egypt, Iran, all those countries? He's actually showed the map of the greater Israel. And when they do that, they got to take over and destroy the rest of the country, or the rest of the world. They got to take over the rest of the world. And Trump, no doubt, has been compromised. What the hell's going on? Are they all working together? Possibly? Maybe I'm just paranoid. Maybe. I don't know. But look what they do, not what they say. Over and out.